I'd love to share some movements that you can do in a seated position to build up your strength, your mobility, but also to improve circulation around the body. So let's start with the lower body. We can start with toe raises, raising the toes up, and then slowly lower, tap, drive back up. This is developing ankle strength, but also promoting your toes to lift. So when you're moving about your day, walking, moving about the house, we're telling your brain to bring the toes up as you're walking, which can reduce the chance of tripping or clipping on your foot. Continuous movement, make sure to open the body at all times. Then we could do the opposite pattern. Bring the feet in a little bit closer for this. We go into gentle calf raises like this. Bringing the heels up. This time working more the calf muscles. And also improving circulation. We tend to pool a lot of blood down in the legs. So if we can do movements like this, really, really helpful for getting things moving, circulation, blood flow. Once again, up and down. The next movement is what I call kick the ball. And this is for your knees. So imagine there's a ball in front of you. Posture, you can support yourself with the arms. You kick the ball forward, and then you bring the leg back. So when you kick the ball, imagine you're kicking the ball with your toes. You probably wouldn't kick a ball like this, but for the sake of today's post, you kick the ball with your toes, straighten the leg, point the toes towards you, squeeze the thigh, bring the leg back. Continuously kicking the ball. Like so. And then the last one for the lower body, let's do some marches. So this time we're developing a bit more hip flexor strength. Posturing yourself up, we lift. Notice how I'm trying not to sway my body because I want to keep the movement isolated to the area that I'm trying to strengthen. So posture, a little engagement of the core, so brace the abdominals. Not too much, you want this to be natural. Then we lift. Even if you lift, that's the height of a piece of paper. That's still great. Up and down, developing hip flexor strength, which is very good when you're walking. Hip durability, once again, allowing your leg to lift as you're going about your day. Cool. Moving to upper body. Upper body, pillow press. So one pillow, one arm at a time. We can posture up. We can gently push the pillow above the head. You can use light dumbbells as well if you want more resistance. But today it's just about movement. Pushing the pillow, nothing else moves. Up and down, and remembering to do both sides. So pushing the pillow above the head develops shoulder strength, which is really important for putting things away above your head. Think if you go shopping, putting things away, having the arm strength to do just that. Then we go into punches. So this one's working a bit more fast twitch. So as we age, we tend to lose type 2B fibers more rapidly than the type 1 fibers, which are for endurance. So type 2 is explosiveness. But we can do our best to not let that change happen so severe. And we can do that by practicing strength training, fast-paced movements, which brings me on to this one, which is just punching back and forth. We're not going too crazy. The limbs aren't out here. They're keeping close into the body. Back and forth, really helpful for shoulders, arms, but developing your hand and your arm reaction and speed. If you trip, what's the first thing to go? Your arms will want to look for something. So this practices anytime your arm has to react or you have to use your arm in more of an explosive movement. Then the next one is what I call open the window. So imagine there's a window here. Let's say you're going to open the window with the back of your hands. Posture. I want it to move this way, but posture, opening the window. I'm going to hit here. 1 second. Josh. There we go. Opening the window. Opening with your upper back muscles. Ideally, you wouldn't have this there, but clearly short on space. Going back as much as you can, but we're not excessively moving back. We're just going to the point where your arms are working. But if you go really slow with this one, I promise you, your upper back, back of the shoulders are really firing up. So working the postural muscles around the thoracic and the cervical spine, which can be really helpful to prevent that forward-leaning posture, which can be really helpful when you're walking, again, helping you with your overall balance. So open the window for the third one. Then the last one, what we want to do, let me get my chair back into position, just an overhead arm hold. So whether you go here, that's great. Here, cool. Or straight arms, perfect. Or even wider. But the purpose of this is to develop postural endurance. So if we can bring the arms up, what you'll notice is your upper back or your whole spine really firing up just by holding your arms in this position. And if you can slowly over time work your way to this position, that'd be great. But again, just holding, breathing as normal, whether you're holding here or here, just gently hold and then back down. Last part, core movements. So the first part of the core is the bird dog. So we work opposites. So if the left leg is moving, the right arm will move. You don't have to go too intense with this. You'll basically bring the arm up. And what we want to do is straighten and then bring in. See, I just raise a little bit, and you can even support yourself with the other arm. So we're not collapsing, we're not hyperextending. In sync, back and forth, and remembering to do both sides. This one's really good because your core has to stabilize your spine as your limbs move, and this is essential for pretty much everything that you do in your life. Moving on to just a posture hold. So from this position, what I want you to think about is feet grounded. Bring your shoulders back and down. Eyes horizon level. Your eyes always want to be horizon level because that's where we gather our proprioception. We always want to look to the horizon for our safety. So keep your eyes up, shoulders pinned back and down, chin tucked in just a little bit. This just elongates the spine. Hips on your sitting bones, so you're not hyperextending at the back, or the back isn't flat either. And then just hold that position. I'm working up a sweat. I'm feeling these. And don't worry, I'm going to put recommendations of how long to do these movements for in the comments. Then the last one, no, two more, sorry. Lateral bend. Bring the arms up here. And I want you to imagine you're squeezing the side of your body. So your obliques, eyes horizon level, so you're not collapsing the head. Drift down. I want you to squeeze to come back up. Exhale. So imagine you're pinching something here. Developing oblique strength and helping you in the lateral plane, developing strength in the lateral plane, which can be really beneficial when you're walking. We tend to lose a lot of balance in the side-to-side plane. So this one's good for developing strength there. Then the last one, you can get a couple of pillows for this just to prop yourself hard to make this easier. But we're going to go into a leg raise, holding yourself on, and essentially you're just lifting your feet. So bring yourself back a little bit because lifting there is quite tough. So back a little bit, and then see how I just gently lift my feet off the floor, and I feel straight away my core tensing because now I have to work on holding my position here. Just hold, eyes up, engaging the core, bracing the core, not forcing anything, let it be natural. And then the time that I recommend, you relax. You might even be able to just chill out there, whatever feels good. So they're movements you can take away. You can do 2 of them, you can do 3 of them, you can do that in a whole little sequence. However you want to use those moves, I will pop some recommendations in the description. But go away, try them, just something to add to your library that you can do in the seated position. I appreciate your time. And if you did want to watch another video, I'll recommend this one here. Maybe that would be good to watch today as well. And please subscribe as well. I appreciate your time. Catch up soon.